Hi y'all, welcome back to another makeup video. Today we are doing this dark green and camel kind of brown tones on the face and lips makeup look, and we're just going to jump right in. I primed with my normal priming steps, the NYX face glue, setting spray, and e.l.f. lip oil, and now I'm using the hard candy luminizer all over the face. I was doing this as a trend on TikTok, the do your makeup like your zodiac sign, your star sign, and I am a Taurus, so I brought in the greens and the earth tones, but also I just love greens and earth tones all together. So this just is a great look to know how to do. A nice green smoky eye can be worn really for any occasion on any eye color, and I feel like it looks so beautiful. So it's good to know, and I think the camel colors on the face and the lips really complement it. So going in under the eyes with a brightener, this is the NYX Fix It stick in the pink brightening color correcting shade. I'm just going to put this on and then go in with my foundation steps. Today I'm using the Milani Blur Tint Stick. This is a nice buildable, it builds to like a good medium coverage, and I really feel like that's all that I personally need. So this is what I'm using today, and I'm trying out this new Real Techniques brush, and I really like it. I put my luminizer on with it, and then I blended the foundation on with it as well, and I really enjoyed it. It's not a new brush or anything from Real Techniques, it's just new to me, but I do really like it. I like the way it feels in my hand too, and it's really big, but not too stiff or hard. I feel like it's a very good blending brush. After I get the foundation blended on, I'm going to put on a very brightening concealer. I like to do a little bit of a brighter concealer than I typically would when I do a dark smoky eye, just to keep everything bright and looking kind of how it should, and to where it doesn't get too dark around the eyes and kind of looks like a black eye. This will kind of help with that. Then I'm using the Cheek Squad Trio. This is a cream blush, bronzer, and highlight palette from Ulta. I really enjoy this palette. And if you see me talking, it's because I was actually vlogging on this day. I have a vlog coming very soon, so just ignore that. I wanted to also show you guys this makeup and actually kind of talk through it. So I'm just putting this on. This is kind of just like my normal face steps. So whatever you feel comfortable with on your face is what you should go for. But I do recommend a little bit of a brighter under eye if you're going to do a dark smoky eye. Again, just to kind of prevent the black eye look. And then the other thing that I do is bake under the eyes, and I always give myself almost like a little wing shape. I don't really wing out my eyeshadows, but I do try to make sure that I don't bring my eyeshadow below that little wing on the outer corner ever, because when you bring it lower than that, it can kind of give your eyes a droopy or tired look, and we don't want to look like that. We just want to look smoky and sexy. So we don't want the droopy look, okay? So I'm first starting with some cream eyeshadows. I've talked about these About Face eyeshadows in the past. They are not super beginner friendly, but they are pigmented, they're blendable, they're gorgeous. But either just use your bronzer or use a different formula that I've talked about in the past if you are more of a beginner. So I'm just going to blend on the dark brown, and then I went in with the green, mostly on the lid for the green, but I also blended it a little bit into my crease as well, just to give myself a nice transition. And then I'm using this Morphe palette. I will put the shade names and the name of this palette down below, just so I don't say anything wrong. And I'm starting with this camel color and blending that into the crease, all the way up to the brow bone. I want this very blown out and nice and smoky, and it's better to blend things really far upward than downward, obviously, like we've been talking about. And you want it to look smoky, so smoke it out, give yourself a nice blend. You can always put on some highlighter later. It'll be okay. So then I'm taking, especially with that first transition shade. Now, don't take the second or darker shades too high. That first transition shade is the one that you want to blend higher. So this, I'm taking the darker brown in this palette and blending that on just the outer third and a little bit into the crease. And then as you can see, I kind of step back from the mirror And I look at my face at how it would look when my eyes are open looking forward, and I make sure that dark color is just barely peeking over that. You don't want to take it too high. Again, that's when you get into the black eye territory. But when your eyes are open, you should see that darkest brown color and maybe even a little bit of that dark green on the lid peeking through. So that's what I'm doing right there. And I packed the matte green onto the lid as well, did the same steps, kind of blending it out. Then again, trying to avoid getting the darker eyeshadows in places that you don't want it, I take my pressed powder and I put it on that inner corner of my eye and kind of that inner socket area to make sure that that is full coverage and none of my dark circle is poking through, and also the eyeshadow isn't dropping too low into that area. That'll make your eyes still look bright and awake and alive and open, and that the smoky eye is very purposeful and purposefully blended and placed. So now I'm doing my powder steps on the face. I'm using this Ulta Beauty Trio. It's a gorgeous blush bronzer highlight blush. I'm so sorry. I was trying to record, but I got a call in the middle of recording, but I was like getting ready to go take my kids to school, so I had to continue, but all I did was put on highlight and blush. And now I am powdering the rest of my face with my pressed powder and dusting off my bake. I did also put on a tippy touch of Milani Luminoso blush just because I feel like I wanted to bring in more of an orange shade. The Ulta shade is very pink, and I just wanted a little bit more orange to kind of complement the green color of the eyeshadow. I just felt like the oranginess and the more camel colors make that green pop way more than like a pink blush would. So then I'm going to finish off the eyes. I'm taking this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick. This is a great formula for beginners, putting this all over the lid and blending that out for a smoky eye. Definitely recommend that more if you're a beginner. I'm tight lining with this, and I'm going to smudge out that lower lash line with that dark brown and a little bit of that camel color that we used on the top of our eyes to tie everything together and smoke out the bottom. You definitely don't want to do a smoky eye and leave the bottom of your eye blank. You want to match the top and the bottom so everything looks nice and cohesive. Then if you want to put on lashes, absolutely be my guest. I lately just have not been rocking the lashes. I've been very happy with using my Tarte Man Eater mascara. I feel like it looks fine to me. But again, like I said, if you want to put on lashes and go all the way, be my guest. I also live in Wyoming. There's 40-mile-per-hour winds like every single day, and it's -30. Going out like in the dryness and my eyes are dry and it's windy with lashes, it's not a good combination. And also, I do just think it looks fine with just mascara. Now doing a nice camel colored brownish lip, like a medium brown honey lip. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is an e.l.f. lip liner and one of the Milani Plumping Glossy Bombs, and I just love it. I also topped it with a little bit of the vanilla lip oil from Hard Candy, and I think that just looks gorge. This is how it looks in just pure daylight with no filters or anything, just on my phone camera. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!